Hey guys, it's TEW Maxwell here, and welcome to the latest pay-per-view in my TEW WWE save. Of course, this started way back after Mania 32, and here we are about to take place 1 month away from WrestleMania in 2021. So the save's been going ever since then. As I say, this is Raw's pay-per-view. This is Fastlane. Of course, we already know we're going to see the Velveteen Dream and Roman Reigns go for the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown Live. What we're going to see is there going to be some teasers here from the Raw side of things of what to expect at WrestleMania. So we're holding it in the Safeco field. We've managed to sell out 53,788. Attendances are much higher in the US now than they are in the UK, so we'll predominantly be in the US going forward. And yeah, we've got some surprises here. A bit of a shocking main event, but yeah, we'll see how the show goes. Anyway, so pre-show match opened up the show, decent wrestling that didn't have much heat, and it saw the newly reformed American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, defeat TM 6-1, of course, Nick Miller and Shane Thorne. In 7:33, when Eddie Edwards defeated Shane Thorne by pinfall with a forward lung blower. Decent opener, gets the crowd kind of interested. A B-73, pretty decent performances all round. Good announcing from the team. Shane Thorne improving his Rumble skills. Negatives here, really just low morale and poor momentum because of the many months of jobbing that the Wolves were doing, but they're getting their chance, and it's a good opener. And our second pre-show match was just 6 guys who, pretty decent, but unfortunately didn't have something for them. Decent pre-show match that saw Adam Cole, Aleister Black and Jeff Hardy defeat Pete Dunne in the Revival in 14:51, when Adam Cole defeated Dash Wilder for flying crossbody. B79 is pretty good. Scott Dawson was a weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's in-ring performance, but overall, you can see there, Dash was off his game. A couple of guys with stale gimmicks, Jeff and Pete Dunne, so we need to look to fix them. I was looking at turning Jeff heel at one point. Unsure if I'm still going to go down that route. The idea of going Brother Nero just seems to be very common. So I might just keep him and go with where WWE went in real life and just maybe keep him and Matt as far away from each other as possible. But overall, good performances in there. Like I said, Adam Cole's going to be far ahead of everyone in terms of performance with 87. And Pete Dunne's had a few victories recently, so that helped him. But good to see Scott Dawson continue improving technical and performance. Adam Cole and Rumble, and their negatives here. But inconsistency. And that's pretty much it. Low morale for Scott Dawson as well. So on to the main show, and we start with, well, it says it is a hype video and a hype package and all that. They're on the ring trading words. It really is just usual start to the show, pyrotechnics, hype video that we're going to have 5 men. Daniel Bryan, Rusev, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe and The Miz, all gunning for that opportunity to face Virgil Devitt at WrestleMania. Because, of course, John Cena can't challenge, Bo Dallas can no longer challenge while Devitt's champion, so it's giving these guys an opportunity to take on Devitt at Mania. Good performance from Devitt, shook off their strong start, crowd got hotter, and the Rumble storyline advancing, gaining a bit of heat. It's just people involved in the Rumble storyline. I felt like, let's carry this on, because after this pay-per-view, everything gets reset going forward with the storylines, because obviously it's new stories going into Mania. But A99 is good, and any negatives, just your announced team there. Handle changes, not going to quite turn Randy Orton, but I think you can see where we're going to go with the Viper. We start the show with an over-the-top entrance. It is a big match feel to start the show, and Andrea Cien Almas gets the big entrance. The crowd goes wild, crowd gets hotter, and he came across well with a B+88 for his opening match against Bo Dallas. He's had a bit of a feud here, a few upset victories in tag team matches, so Bo Dallas is going to go against him. But we had good wrestling, a great heat, and good wrestling, and Andrea Cien Almas defeated Bo Dallas in 21:10 by pinfall with a foreign object. Now people are wondering why I put this as at the start of the show. I put the feud together, then realised these two don't click and made for an awkward bout, so I felt like overness will carry this to a good level, but it won't get as high a grade as we want. So I've done that. B82. Both guys were 77, but if anything, it's a massive victory for Andrea Cien Almas going forward. Both guys improve either rumble or performance skills, and it's a good rating as well when considering, the booking decisions, so to keep Bo Dallas looking strong, and the fact they made it the storytelling match as well. So decent win for Andrade Cien Almas. Backstage, obviously, the former Mojo Bojo have a bit of a heated confrontation, but they don't come to blows even. And this B plus 88 is kind of hinting, is there going to be something down the line between these two former partners. Then Jason Jordan, he lost his European Championship as well, to Mojo Rawley. He gets his mandatory rematch tonight. He's just talking about how he's going to take it back and go into WrestleMania as European Champion. That was a B plus 87. Match itself was okay. Decent matchup. Saw Mojo defeat Jason Jordan in 10:25 by pinfall. Mojo making the second defence of the European title. I'm quite happy with that. It does its job. It keeps Mojo as a threat. Both guys carrying decent in-ring performances. A couple of skill improvements as well. Obviously, it was a short match, so it is going to be limited by that. So overall, pretty solid from these two mid-carders. Next up, we'll get John Cena cutting a promo. He's just saying, he's really frustrated that he can't challenge for the championship, but he's going to do anything he can to try and get himself a good match at WrestleMania, or even somehow force himself into the plans for that WWE Championship match. That promo's an 8:89. He has an action tonight, and to get his frustrations out of the way, he gets the win over James Ellsworth, who we brought into the save. 3:52 in attitude adjustment. C-57. Just keeps Cena, giving him something to do well, no limitations on his declining physical ability. Pretty much the gimmick, we've got Ellsworth coming in. He is portraying a heel, but he basically just gets his ass handed to him every Raw, basically. We've had Adam Cole beat him up, Killian Dane, Randy Orton, just people getting like 2-minute victories over him, but it serves its purpose and gives me a good jobber for starters. Next up, Elias and English cut a musical performance promo on the Golden Lovers before this big match coming up, so that is an A94 there. As I say, they're one of the top tag teams we've got on the Raw side of things. And it was basically a fatal 4-way tag match for the championships, and it was about they had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. They saw the Golden Lovers defend the championships and retain them against the Young Bucks, Elias and English, and Braun and Bray in 1945 when Kenny Omega defeated Aiden English by pinfall with the cross-legged Fisherman's Buster, making the second defence of the WWE World Tag Titles. So a lot of things to take in here. E91 is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. Good spotlight again. The Bucks back into contention. Ibushi's off his game. Nick Jackson sustained a fully ruptured pectoralis major tendon. That sounds like he could be out for a long time, which could mess up some plans I had for Mania, because the Bucks were going to get starting to get pushed. But Ibushi can get a 96 in a match where he was off his game. Shows how good he is. Everyone else with stellar performances to the high 70s to mid 80s, so that's good to see as well. A few skill improvements too. In terms of how it was booked, just nothing, just a regular match where we had Omega with the win. A few negatives as you'd expect, just inconsistencies. But it's really a case of the same as SmackDown. You've got two guys in an upper card and mid card level. We could argue the same we've got with Bray and Braun as well. Two guys are trying to make their way up in terms of Aiden English and Elias, so that's the reason for these tandems to work. And the Young Bucks just work together. So good tag match, very happy with it. We'll see how bad that injury is. Next up, we're heading up to the co-main event. Let's see who faces the champ at WrestleMania. So the Miz just hypes up on Samoa Joe because they had a bit of an angle going already for the US title. He says he's going to not only just beat everybody in this match, he's not going to just be US champion, he's going to be a double champion, the US and WWE champions. That was at A91, continuing that storyline. Randy Orton cuts this promo, just basically saying, this is his chance to get back into the main event scene. B plus 88 as he chases another WWE championship. Let's see how the match goes after we get Fergal down for colour commentary. Pretty happy with that. Okay, so about that had great wrestling and good heat was Daniel Bryan, who defeated Rusev, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe and The Miz in 34-40 when Daniel Bryan defeated Randy Orton by pinfall. During the match where John Cena came in and accidentally attack Randy Orton. So 894, really happy with that. As I say, not bad considering your champ's not in the match. Rusev is getting a little bit stale, so we're looking at his character. Randy for sure doing a heel turn. I think you know where that's going to go with Cena hitting Orton. Because I don't book the match, the Raws and stuff between it on YouTube, I just do a pay-per-view to pay-per-view. We're going to have Cena versus Orton at WrestleMania. If you followed basically Ruthless Aggression at the PG era, you know Cena and Orton happened all the time, but it never happened one-on-one at WrestleMania, so that's my reason that I'm going to make that match happen. But performance-wise, Bryan won 89, Rusev 85, Orton 88, Miz win 86, and Joe win 90. So all pretty good levels. Two storylines, one advancing, one beginning. Of course, once in a lifetime while on the biggest stage. You know where that is going. Rusev improves his Rumble skills. We won't turn Orton heel just yet. We'll let that build up. I'll do that on the likes of the next couple of Raws, because we got a 5-week build until Mania. And I say a few negatives there, just Miz and Rusev for their inconsistency levels. And then we get a stare down between Bryan and Devitt. Basically because Daniel Bryan has now been cleared by WWE, literally 2 weeks on from that's happened. That's how far this has been recorded. But because like he's now back, I feel like you can actually really push him again and give him good main event runs. So yeah, all in with D-Bry. A92 though, good stuff there. That's going to be a hell of a match at WrestleMania, hopefully. Our main event is going to be the women's athletes, which is good to see. They've been doing some really good stuff on the Women's Revolution show. So I thought, yeah, we'll add them in. We'll give them the main event. So Dana Brooke hypes up her chances of winning the Women's Championship off Sasha Banks. That was a B+ 88. Continuing the women's storyline, of course. Dana is unfortunately, for our sake, because of how over she is in the company, going on maternity leave soon. So we have to try and, put her in these kind of matches to get as many good ratings out of her before she's away for a while. We then have Sasha just say, it's not going to happen. She's the boss. She's going to retain her championship in this triple threat match. Continues the feud, gaining heat, a solid A90 promo. We also give Charlotte an over-the-top entrance, really giving this a massive main event feel that it should be. It's a massive deal. These ladies are main eventing, and I guess an A90. See how these do. Drum roll. It's not horrible. I was really expecting it to maybe a little bit better. I was hoping to get a solid A rating, but no matter. And about that had superb wrestling and great heat. With Sasha Banks defeat Charlotte and Dana Brooke in 25-58 when Sasha defeated Dana Brooke by pinfall with the wheelbarrow bulldog, making her 6th defence of the Women's Championship. So B+ 86 is good. It's still not as high as we wanted to get to, but 3 great performances, a 91 from Charlotte, 89 from Dana, and 88. Obviously, Dana's going to be taking the pinfalls in a lot of matches to get her overness onto someone else. But it's the psychology aspect. We need to see if we've got a female worker who's got a key psychology stat, and hopefully that can rub off on the other athletes. I'm hoping Paige might, but hey, it's all part of the learning curve anyway. It's a long match for them, but they deserved it. They've been doing some really good stuff on the Women's Revolution show. Sasha's getting better at gimmick. Dana's getting better in performance skills, and that psychology probably took it down, let's be honest, from an A rating. Overall, it doesn't harm us at all anyway. Pay-per-view providers are still going to be happy. It's still at an A90 show, so that's absolutely spectacular. And yeah, puts us in a good position going into Mania. So we're going to have the likes of Daniel Bryan versus Fergal Devitt at WrestleMania, Randy Orton versus John Cena. We're going to have Sasha getting in as champion, as women's champion. And I've decided this will be the first Mania as well, where to try and push for that 100 grade, we're going to have everything maxed out. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that once we develop into it. But I think I'll give props to Sasha, Dana and Charlotte, just because that's what WWE would do. You've main evented, let's compliment them all on a good performance. And it's not a really good match, regardless. All 3 coming out of it very pleased. But as I say, any time I get an A rating, I'm fairly happy with it. Well, I say that, I get back and look at shows about in TEW13, and even at the early part of this save, and obviously now it's just constant A's, which is good, but it's always taking a bit of time to get there. So let's have a look. If anything directly hits us, Sienna's got an injury, so look how bad this injury was. Get a feeling it's going to be a long-term one. 31 days. He'll be back for WrestleMania. Lucky boy. So let's have a look. Skinny now for... Okay, made her wrestling name Aaliyah. Really need to push her. She's 26 now and she's really over. Akuma's contract is expiring. I need to decide if I'm going to give him a new deal. He is over, he's decent, but I've not really used him. And he's always one of the ones that are really recommended high by our creative meetings, so we'll probably give him a new deal. I'll look into that. In fact, let's just do it now because I'm not forgetting. So negotiate. I always just go with the standard one. You know, the money's not a problem for us, so 3-year deal. That's cool. But normally I will go 1 or 2 year unless our main person will be a 3 to 4 year deal. But money's not an option right now. As you see, we're looking to bring in EC3. I did them previously, never really done much, but if it messes over TNA and the fact that WWE use them now, but you know what? Let's bring them in. So they're offering them a bit more over what we are. In fact, let's make it a 3-year deal, but we'll offer 20 grand a month. That's fine. So obviously he'll be back, that's cool. Above average now for Fastlane, a 4.2 on the network. And last but not least, Nick Jackson doesn't connect with the fans, says Dallas. But yeah, just to give you an idea of what I'm been in there for WrestleMania, as I say now, financially in a great position. The fact, you know, fair enough, we won't make as much profit this year, but that's because of the various dojos that have been created around the world, just to ensure, you know, we're getting as many athletes going forward coming in. But schedule WrestleMania, so the WrestleMania number 37. Holy shit! But as I said, I've just went with the extra 2 million for the special set. The A-list celebrity, the legendary band, just everything that makes it as good a show as possible. Hopefully it can deliver and we can really just kick on from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As I say, not really much else has changed. You know, usual people are, what prospects, etc. Paige's come out of that, I think, just because of how over she is. But yeah, in a good position right now. I'm really looking forward to booking Mania. You always get to that time of year where you're just like, excellent, I can book Mania, put the best show on possible, and then you basically have that kind of time where you just sit with a notepad and go, right, we're going to move a few people to Raw, we're going to move a few people to SmackDown. How can we really just keep pushing on and take, you know, the company to the next level and keep the game fresh, more importantly. But yeah, it's been a great save. And yeah, I've been intrigued to know what you guys thought of that show, what you think of the WrestleMania matches so far, any predictions, what you think the card will be. Let me know as well, and let me know how you guys are getting on with your saves, and have you felt a big boost from using those likes of the celebrities and the bands in Mania, and of course any other comments, likes, shares, subscriptions, and all that jazz. Deeply appreciated. Of course, there'll be a little button to help you sub if you haven't already, and with all the past episodes in a playlist. So cheers for watching, guys, and I hope you join me next time for what will be WrestleMania. Cheers for watching. Bye bye.